Am I the asshole for sacrificing the guest room instead of the office space? My husband and I live in a 3-bedroom apartment. We sleep in the master bedroom, and until earlier this year, the other two were a guest room and an office space we both shared. Our first child was born in October, and we decided to turn the guest room into his nursery. We thought about sacrificing the office instead, but decided we needed it more than the guest room. I work on site, but I also do some freelancing from home, and my husband works hybrid. We don't need to do our work from the office, but it's more comfortable and less chaotic, especially now that we have a baby. On the other hand, we rarely have guests over. If we do, the office is big enough to set a mattress, a normal one, not an air mattress, on the floor. My father lives in a different country. He's traveling here for Christmas in about a week, and this will be his first time meeting my son in person. Last time he came, I was pregnant, and we still had the guest room, so he stayed there during his visit. I mean, I know that it says not the asshole at the top, but I'm literally halfway through this, and it's like, it's your house. You know what I'm saying? If a mattress can get into the office, a mattress can get into the office. It's your house. Oh, cool. Sick. The Razer Synapse thing taking up my entire screen. I don't know if you guys, I guess you couldn't see that, but just know, just huge green in front of my face. I just started up the computer and started instantly recording because I'm actually home for once. Anyways, let's see if we turn it around. A couple weeks ago, my father called to ask whether he could stay at my apartment again this year. I said, sure, but we don't have the guest room anymore, so he'd have to sleep in the office. He asked what I meant, and I told him we turned the guest room into the baby's nursery. He then asked why I'd gotten rid of it instead of the office instead. I explained my husband's reasoning. My father got annoyed and said, whatever, I'll get a hotel before hanging up on me. Well, then don't visit, bitch. It's your house or apartment. You know what I mean? I know here we could have a guest bedroom, but we don't. We have 2 offices in this house. We don't play any games. We're very work-oriented. That's not true, but we do have 2 offices. He then asked why Yeah. The next day, my father texted me. He said it was selfish and inconsiderate of me and my husband to keep an office we don't actually need over a room to properly house potential guests. He added that he didn't raise me to be such an awful hostess, and it's insane of me to think people would be okay sleeping on a mattress on the floor. My sister is siding with my father, and I'm starting to doubt myself here. Well, your sister's a little suck-up bitch who just wants cool Christmas gifts. I don't think you're the asshole here, to be real. And I imagine, since that's also what the flare says, I'm seeing maybe we can take some risks here. If the office can fit a mattress on the floor, why can't you set up the bed on a bed frame while dad is in town? That's so much extra work. Build the bed frame. Not the asshole. No one is required to have a guest room in their home. I would agree. This makes no sense. So both utilize the office for work and work pays your bills. Does your father want to pay your rent? They're not using... I don't even want to make this argument because they're not really fully... It's kind of like saying like, oh, I totally need my office here. I like having my office here. Like in my own house, I want an office. Now, my significant other, she'd probably be willing to give up her office if it came down to it, but she would do that for like a kid. You know what I mean? And to be fair, I would do it for a kid as well. We would just share an office, I think. But like a parent, you know, I don't know. Old people can't get up from the floor. Yeah, sure. Imagine prioritizing guests over your kid. Boomers be booming. Or just you in general. But you know what? It is what it is. You're the asshole. It's your home and makes sense that the guest room becomes your child's room, as you still value having a home office. Seems like your dad viewed it as his home away from home and feels put out. At the same time, mattress on the floor in an office sounds a bit disrespecting for hosting. Dude, it's just the room you're sleeping in. I don't get this shit. I'll sleep on the couch, in all honesty. Like if you don't want me to sleep in the couch because it's close to the kitchen or something like that, then by all means. But like, I'll sleep anywhere, man. If you have carpet, I'll sleep on the floor. Quite frankly, I've slept on hardwood and I was fine. I would prefer the floor in carpet, but I'll also do an air mattress, you know? I'll be all right. I'm a man. We used to sleep on the cave floors. What is wrong with men nowadays? We used to sleep on cave floors and throw rocks at each other and spears, and now we're complaining about air mattresses? Everyone sucks here? Well, it's definitely your house. and do what you want. I can't think of too many people out of their 20s who would want to sleep on the floor, but there's a mattress, so it's not really the floor. And I don't care if the mattress isn't on a bed frame. Who gives a shit? Quite frankly, the last apartment that we lived in before this house, we never put the mattress on the frame. We literally kept the frame packed away because we're like, we don't know if we're going to be here for longer than a year. And we weren't there longer than a year. Now we're in a house and we've put we have the frame set up because we intend on staying a little bit longer. You know what I mean? You get the idea? I don't know. Not the asshole though. Good job.